Turnkey Realty, and today I want to give you 10 buyer's tips if you are starting the buying process for the first time. Tip number 1, hire a buyer's agent that has your best interest at heart and really understands what you're looking for in your first home. Also, not many people realize this, but as a buyer's agent, the buyer's agent's commission is most of the time paid by the seller side. So you are not having to pay for your buyer's agent services. Buyer tip number 2, get pre-approved. This is very important in order to have a strong offer. I can hook you up with local recommendations for lender options, and this is an indication that the lender has gone through your finances and your credit with a fine-tooth comb, and that you have a letter stating your budget, what you can afford. Going shopping without knowing what you can afford is only going to hurt you in the end. So it's very important to get that pre-approval letter right up front. Buyer tip number 3, don't move your money. So throughout the process, the lending process, underwriting process, don't make big purchases. Don't open up a new line of credit. Don't go buy that fancy new car. Make sure that you don't move your money through accounts as well, because it's only going to be a headache for the lender, but it's also going to be a headache for you because you have to prove that paper trail and through the whole loan process up until the end of closing. So don't move your money. Buyer tip number 4 is know your market. And this goes hand in hand with hiring a buyer's agent that can help you understand average sales prices, what's a fair offer, in order to really get the home that you are wanting. Buyer tip number 5 would be make a list of your wants and make a list of your needs and share them with your realtor. I think it's really important to make a list of your needs so that you're removed from making a super emotional decision when you really have a good grasp on what you're needing out of a home versus maybe your big wants. Buyer's tip number 6 is know where you want to be. So location. This is obviously very important because this is something you can't change. So make sure that you research the schools, the restaurants, the downtown life, wherever you want to be. Make sure that that's really where you want to be. Buyer tip number 7 is patience. So in this market, it can get a little bit frustrating if you are in multiple offer situations. And my advice is to try to remain as unemotional as you can, and just know that there are more houses that are going to come on the market, and don't get frustrated. Your home is the one that's meant to be, and lean on your realtor in those times. Buyer tip number 8 is do not pass up the home inspection. So as a home buyer, it's very important that you do home, pest, radon, and even though it's some money up front, it's going to help you out a lot in the long run, especially if there are any structural, mechanical, health and safety issues. So don't skimp on this. I really highly advise you go through with the inspection, and in order just for your safety and making sure that you are protected in your investment. Buyer tip number 9 is I would advise not buying the most expensive house on your block. So if you buy the most expensive home on your block, you raise the market value of all the homes around you, and there isn't anyone around you that's going to help raise your market value. And buyer tip number 10 is don't become house poor. So while it might be tempting if you get that pre-approval letter and you want to buy the most expensive house that you can, really dig in deep and look at your debt to income ratio, look at your mortgage to income ratio, and just realize life happens and there are lots of other things that you are going to want to do once you're in that home. So don't spread yourself too thin and be a responsible home buyer. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for listening. I hope that these 10 home buyer tips have helped you. If you're in the market to buy this year, you know who to call, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you.